Hello everyone, welcome to my humble abode. Let's sit down and talk. So today I'm bringing you my 60 plus years of life experience, and this will be the only place where you will find the truth. Yes, I cannot bear to watch royal commentators anymore. The amount of hype, bullshit, and narcissism is more than I can deal with. I must be truthful and tell you that I do check in here and there, but less and less day by day. I just no longer care whether my opinion goes along with the main narrative or not. Lately, I rely 95% on DMs, email, and the media for content, and of course my own research and opinion. I do not profess to always be right. As a matter of fact, I have been wrong a few times, but I honestly do try to get to the bottom of everything and to get to the truth. With that said, please remember to subscribe and to give me a thumbs up if you like a video. But before I go on to the real content, another question. For how long have I been telling you that Buckingham Palace's media centre are responsible for the negative press against William and now also Catherine? It's been a while, and I got a lot of backlash for it. Oh, you just hate our king. This is not true. Charles is very proud of William, blah, blah, blah. Now, Torben Andre is poison. He is a newspaper man who knows that scandal sells. And Torben Andre is not part of the army of courtiers. No, he works directly for the king, mostly out of Clarence House, and he's being paid by the king out of his private funds. Torben Andre has also written and published negative articles about Catherine before he even came to work for the king. Well, I have been telling you this for months, but hopefully now that Dan Witten and Lauren both confirmed it, maybe now I will be believed. So thank you, the two of you, for confirming what I have been saying for ages now. Okay, all snark aside, let's go on to today's news. William is in Brazil, where he will be all week for the COP30 summit and the Earthshot Awards. Well, guess what, folks? William took a commercial flight to Brazil and Rio de Janeiro. Did you hear that, Harry? Did you hear that, Megzy? A commercial flight. The future King of England took a commercial flight to Rio de Janeiro. Almost straight after arriving in Rio, William travelled up to the top of Sugarloaf Mountain by cable car. At the top he was met by Mayor Eduardo Paes and handed the symbolic keys to the city. From there he went on a walkabout and had to take like one selfie after another with members of the public. Then it was on to the Maracanã Stadium, where he received a signed football shirt from retired player Cafu. And then he went on to meet with the participants of the Earthshot program, played football with local children, and he finally wrapped up the day at the famous Copacabana beach, where he met with emergency responders and got a game of volleyball in. No wonder the mayor was so impressed with William's energy. This was indeed great to watch and see. Of course, I watched on playback, but this is the kind of thing we want to see from the royals. The positive, the good, the participation, the interest, and fulfilling their role in doing good and being wonderful ambassadors for their country. Now, of course, Harry had to do something, And I'm sure Meghan sat on the internet searching until she could find something. But never mind. So, an hour, if not less, after William landed in Rio, Harry's office announced that he will be jetting off to Canada, more precisely to Toronto, to meet with veterans, members of the armed forces, and military charities. According to the statement, Harry will spend nearly a week in Canada. Of course, the excuse is that Harry's visit is to mark Remembrance Tide, the 2-week period leading up to Remembrance Sunday. Harry will attend a lunch with the military charity True Patriot Love Foundation on Wednesday and a private fundraising event for the Halo Trust in the evening. On Thursday, he will visit the Veterans Centre at Sunnybrook and then in the evening attend the 17th Annual True Patriot Love National Tribute Dinner. Okay, so when Harry was accused of trying to overshadow William, his spokesperson, I don't know who that was, it could be just about anybody, including Torben Andre, because I heard a rumor that all Harry's PR for anything he does in the United Kingdom and a Commonwealth country would be handled by Buckingham Palace. And if you ask me, I don't think it's a rumor. But anyway, his spokesperson was extremely indignant and said that the period of Remembrance Tide traditionally runs from the 1st of November to the 11th of November and has done so since 1918, and that the dates of the events are set by the charities and Harry cannot move the dates around. Now, whoever this spokesperson was, okay, whether it was someone from Harry and Meghan's camp or even Torben Andre, he or she was also sure to mention that the Royal Communications team had been consulted and made aware of Harry's plans. So, okay, my dears, if I wasn't irritable enough, this is where I truly lost it. I mean, yeah, whatever, but. So, it is the 2 weeks before Remembrance Day. And, I mean, we are wearing our poppies, and those who are involved in various military operations or were involved in military operations and who are or were in the military have certain events they can or would attend. And, I mean, that is all fair and it's right. We need to honor these people. But who is Harry to fly to Canada to attend these events? Well, sorry guys, I hate to bring you the news, okay? But very importantly, his visit was approved by the Royal Communications team. And who are the Royal Communications team? Well, it's the team at Buckingham Palace plus Torben Andre. And who do they work for? They work for Charles and had to get his permission before passing it on to Harry. Now, I'm not making this up. This is the truth. Harry's camp said that they got permission from the Royal Communications team. We've got it on black and white in the Daily Mail and various other publications. So I'm not making it up. It is fact as far as we know. And who do these people work for? Fact, they work for Charles. And surely they can't tell Harry, yeah, right, go ahead. without at least mentioning it to Charles? Can they? I don't think so. Anyway, so, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is truth. It's fact. There's nothing else to it. No spin, no lie, no nothing. It just is what it is. Harry is going to Toronto with the blessing of his father, His Majesty the King Charles III. Now, looking at all the formal announcements, they all read Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. And then as you proceed, they just continue with the Duke in further paragraphs. So, my dear friends, this visit takes place with the blessing of the King, with all Harry's titles still intact, him still being on the royal website, and still in the line of succession. So, guys, let me introduce you to the Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, the working royal. And Pa is likely footing the bill for this Canadian visit. Now, according to Harry's spokesperson, Harry was invited by the True Patriot Love Foundation. Now, if you're Canadian, you've probably heard of them. I have not heard of them before, but I'm still going, yeah, right. What? After they were approached by Meghan, or after they were approached by Buckingham Palace? Because they've never invited Harry before, and allegedly they're going for many, many years. So who gave them that idea? Who asked whether he could come? Okay, think about that. Anyway, guys, the way I feel today, I'm way past the point where I'm going to continue to fight for more subscribers. I will never get anywhere near the people who ride on their Britishness or their Americanism, no matter how hard I work or what I do or spend to obtain information. So I, for one, am going to try and boycott Harry this week and not report on him, unless he does something strange like dance naked in the street or announce his divorce. Otherwise, I'm going to keep tabs on William and report on other royals, regardless of what my views look like this week. I'm sick and tired of this. Make no mistake, Andrew's titles and his home were not taken from him because he may have dilly-dallied with Virginia Giuffre. No, it was because of his lying and his dubious business deals. So tell me, how many times have Harry and Meghan told bold-faced lies? 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, or each time they open their mouth? Or have we just stopped counting? I think so. Yet, here he is in all his glory, going to Canada as a working royal, representing the monarch, okay? And I want to bet you that Harry will likely have Canadian police looking after his stinky backside. And you, my dear Canadian patriots, will be paying for it. My friends, this farce is becoming too much. King Charles and his darling boy, Harry, are too much. Add Meghan Markle, Torben Andre, and a couple of other role players, and I'm starting to heavily lean towards a republic. Because these people are making fools out of the public. I mean, at least if a president gets involved in a scandal or he does something wrong which may be dire or have dire consequences, at least you can impeach him and kick him out. But these people are born into this role. They are born into it, whether they are honest or whether they're criminal or whether they're shady or whether they're mentally not well. It just doesn't matter. It all gets swept under the carpet and then they just carry on regardless. And, I loved it for about 55 years. I adored it. I thought it was a fantasy, a fairy tale, and I loved it. I'm starting to hate it. And not because of them, but because of what it's doing to the people. In America, Harry and Meghan are taking opportunities from people who are way more deserving than them. And in Britain, the king doesn't care about native Britons. Remember, he was the one who said he will go stand in front of an aeroplane taking off for Rwanda himself. He was the one that invited a foreign entity into Windsor Castle. I don't know what to tell you. They were also talking about foreign spending, about how much foreign spending there are, money leaving Britain. How long have I been talking to you about that? For years, not just a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago, I have explained the concept of money leaving Britain. How many properties has Charles purchased outside of Britain? What about the 10 he bought in Romania? That is money taken out of circulation in Britain. But if it's okay with you, then I guess it's okay with me. But I'm standing on the inside looking in. And when I see my friends and my family and people that I just happen to know suffer, then it makes me angry. It makes me very, very angry. Anyway, guys, so that's it for today. We will meet again tomorrow. And we shall have another chat. I don't know about what yet, but we will find something of that, you can be sure. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.